Tutorial is a brief overview of WordPress navigation. When you log into WordPress, you will land at the dashboard. It seems like there's a lot going on here, but from the dashboard, what you'll pay the most attention to is the left column. That'll be your navigation throughout the site. Posts are for blog posts, and as you can see, it lists the different posts here. From the post page, you can also get to the categories section, so that if you want to add a new category, this is one way to do it. In WordPress, you're going to find that there's usually several ways to do the same thing. Let's go ahead and add that. And as you can see, we now have a new category available to us for blog posts. Add new gets you to a place where you can add a new blog post. We will be going into more detail on each of these items in future tutorials. This will simply be a tour of the navigation. The media is where your image files are, so you can see what images have already been uploaded or what PDFs have already been uploaded. You can add new media this way. You can also add it on the individual pages. The next item you're going to use the most often will be pages. This is the content management part of your site for your static pages. You can see that for the most part it looks pretty much like an outline of your site. If you have custom programming, or there may be special pages that also show up here, like the thanks page is just a thank you page for filling out a contact form, but for the most part it will look like your site outline. Same thing as under post, you can add new, and we'll go into that at a later point in time. Under comments, if someone has commented on your blog post, we usually set these up by default to have to approve them before they go live. That way it will avoid your getting spam comments visible on your site. Under the appearance menu are special sections such as widgets. Quite often you can find your address there, so if you need to update your address at all, it's apt to be under widgets. We'll go into more detail when we do the specific training for your site. Also under appearance are menus, and here you can change the order of menus, move things around if you need to. The indent means it's a sub item, and you'll notice when I click on something else, it pops up and it says, "Are you sure you want to leave this page?" That's because I did not save the changes to the menu, and you'll find the same is true on other pages. When you try to leave, if you haven't saved something, this will pop up. I don't want to save the changes I made, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this page. Under users, this is where you can add new users, or the most likely time that you would be in here is if you want to change your password, and you do that by selecting your user, scroll down, enter a new password, and then update the profile, and that will change the password for a user. That's pretty much the quick tour of navigation through the admin. The one last item that I'll touch on is that on the upper left portion of your admin, you'll see the site name, and when you click on that, it brings you back to the live site. And then some browsers will have some of the navigation to edit the page up here, but if you don't see it up there, there'll be an edit this entry link on your page that brings you back into the admin section again. Don't worry when you see that. It will simply show up for you as an admin, not for your visitors. The other thing is, if when you return into the edit admin, if you see a lot of code that looks pretty ugly to you, don't worry about that. All you have to do is click on the visual tab, and that brings you back to the WYSIWYG. I hope this tour has been helpful. Thank you.